These are my personal thoughts, personal feelings, expressions, etc. Please don't judge me because this is my own work and I'm never shared it with anybody before, so I'm pretty proud about sharing it with you guys. And then of course my book will be finished hopefully by the summer so you guys can read the whole thing. Okay, forget it. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for my messy apartment. I just got back from Target. So today it's kind of probably gonna be like a short-ish video, maybe. So as I aforementioned before, that I do write poetry, and I thought I might share a couple of pieces. Almost all of my pieces are completely untitled, and still in the process of writing my book, so I don't have titles for any of my work yet. But I thought I'd share some with you guys to, you know, open up and maybe find some things that might help some people, you know, or just maybe just want to hear me. But it's okay. We have our buddy here today to read with us. Isn't it right? No? Okay. Alright, whatever. I'm gonna start reading for you guys, okay? Backstory. So I've been writing poetry for about 3.5, 4 years now, on and off, and I pretty much just write about, like, you know, whatever inspires me, things that have hurt me, things that have healed me, things that I care about, things that I don't care about, pretty much everything. So yeah, we're gonna get into it in my little journal of poetry. Alright, you ready, Sammy? So we'll start here. 7 to start off with. They're short, kind of one-liner, 1-2-liner poems, but they're just, you know, little somethings here and there. Silence is just, I can't even read. Okay. Silence. Just enough to hear the birds. These are the angels singing your prayers are heard. Okay, here's the second one. In darkness, the human eye uses every inch of light to escape the dark. Truly filling the void is the soul reflecting. Truly filling the void is the soul refracting light. Anyways, third one. Lying awake, staring down stars, allowing the dark to consume me. Understand how you looked right through me. Trust is relative when the gain is lust. Understanding is half the pain. Oh, oops. Okay. Gotta fix that one. Okay. Understanding pain is half the battle. Staying mentally sane is the true grasp of rain. Let's see. So I wrote a poem about my first kiss. It wasn't the greatest, but here it is. Forced into a corner, choked and punched, remembering the slight taste of fruit punch. It wasn't worth him in the end, but I was the first of my friends.
All have gifts. You cannot throw away something.
So I wrote a couple that are like sincerely in my life, or like things that I've gone through in my life. So I guess I'll read a couple of those. So one is, a mother's love is fine and fair, to urge the blame causes tear, turning to instill 19 years of fear. Sincerely misunderstood childhood. Here's another one. The voices started at 15, reminding her of her uselessness, her lack of knowledge, her non-beautifying qualities, and the slow abyss her new self-love was trapped in. I wrote another one. let's see. This one's kind of personal. It's really short, but this one's kind of personal. The pressures of social society drove her to drink, not realizing she now threw up bleach in the sink. I wrote one about one of my fairly ritual habits during the day. And it says, "Dear her, you spent time with me every day. You told me all your secrets. I opened your mind. You leaned on me for everything. You blew me away with your loyalty. I covered your pain. In return, you praised my name. Sincerely, Mary Jane." Here's another one. When she looked inside herself, she was reminded of every mistake, blame, bad decision she took, every flaw, every reaction, possible outcome, and self-doubt. He said, she said, what if, how come, why didn't she, and you'll never be. Confessions of an Overthinker. I also wrote one about losing my virginity. You might save that for later. Okay. Here's one. She met her and introduced you. You saw her world and came to. She saw her and destroyed you. He protected her and they became two. She got what she wanted. He destroyed her too. He destroyed her too. He destroyed her too. Sincerely, the love triangle. I have a couple on my phone that I could probably read to get our trusty cellular device. And let's see what poems I have on here. So excited. Here's a pretty good one. I wrote this one 3 years ago. So, you've never hurt until you've loved. No matter how much it hurts to imagine you with her, I know you're happy. We were everything. You were the light in the midst of all of my darkness. Even the saddest days wore a smile. Rainy days were comfortable and the sun was the warmth you brought to my heart. I've never felt so betrayed by the idea of loving someone so hard. The tears rolling down my face were the closest I will ever get to feel your warmth again. The thought of you leaving was so distant that you took the time to walk the entire way. It's not whether I was good for you or you for me, but how you knew and denied the truth. I adored you. You were the rocks on my moon, the reason I push harder every day to be better for us. You told me how you felt about us. I don't care. The raging anger flowing through your fingers relayed the messages loud and clear. Or was it a miscommunication, the tiresome argument of how you don't want me to move on, yet there is an entirely different motivation to your happiness. As much as I wanted to fix it, you wouldn't let me. And the anger I had built up because of you made no sense. All of the confusion, the less and less talking drove to just staring, deep thoughts flowing into an abyss. Deeper, further, sinking, and the flame dying and releasing. Finally, we just drifted apart. Honestly, you don't care, so why should I? I'll just keep laying here with silent cries and she'll keep looking at you like the stars in the sky. I think we'll save this one as the last one for the video for today. And yeah, all of these, again, like I said, are untitled, so take them as you please. I miss the small of your back, the way my forehead fit perfectly in between. Just lay here and feel your thoughts and the movement of our souls. I miss how our heartbeats were irregular but synchronized at every skip beat. The smell of your skin after the rain cleared, and the crooked smile you wore when I told you you had the worst jokes ever. Clouds would roll in and you would protect me from the mere thought of a rainy day. Lying in your arms, feeling your warmth, and knowing I was made for you. Every time I heard your name, I got butterflies. 4 years later, and I still got butterflies from seeing your face. I miss your subtle confusion when I questioned your love, but I knew I never had to ask because you always said it. No matter how angry, no matter how sad, no matter what, I love you. Always made a way into every conversation, sometimes more than once in a series of sentences. I understood everything. Who knew you could be so close to someone? The time I took to learn, you made every beating moment perfect. The laughing, the crying, the arguments, the makeup sex, the wasted space, the nudges and cuddling. You were mine. I didn't know what I wanted until I had you, and I wanted you. I patiently waited my turn. When I got my chance, I never wanted to let go. Giving you my all, I fucked up. I should have treated you better. I should have treated us better. But that's behind us. I want to be the same. Sometimes you don't always have to be on the phone 24/7. Sometimes it doesn't require a post or a tag or a tweet to know someone loves you. So now we take the time for ourselves to pick up the puzzle pieces and fit them into someone else's picture. All right, so that's all I have for today. I've probably got about 80 more poems I could share with you guys, but I'm not going to bore you half to death. So, yes, appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this and listen to my spoken word. So, I love you. Thank you. Please keep subscribing, keep commenting, keep, liking and watching and telling your friends about this because it's great and you don't want to miss out. You don't want to miss out on this because it's me and you and us forever. Like, I don't want a team or a squad, but it's us forever. We're in this together. Like Rick said, Rick and Morty forever, forever and infinity, always, forever.
Rich boy, silly quick, niggas wanna check shit tight, go slick, just bought a Cadillac.